Hello, everyone. Or, good evening.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Good evening. Tonight, I'm going to be drawing something rude. Now, the game that we've been playing with the censor for the past couple of days is, at what point does a drawing go from being entertaining to actually being obscene?
Right, right.
All right. So we're gonna keep going with this, and we're gonna see when we hit the pixelation. How are we doing here?
Good.
Okay. This is okay.
Fine. Says it's fine. Okay. Looks like a cactus so far.
All right. Now, what if well, if you tell me, right, you look at, yeah.
Oh.
Everything's okay, okay.
Yeah, still good, still good.
All right,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
The hell, man?
You don't know what I'm going to draw, man.
Careful, man. Careful, man.
No, wait,
Careful,
no,
man.
wait. Because it's glasses, you see.
Yeah, yeah.
Glasses. And, there's mole, eyes, and there, it's, there you are. It's with glasses, everybody.
Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by... Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
All right, thank you. What a crowd, Jeff. What a crowd.
Really good people.
It's a great day for America, everybody. Friday. Oh, thank goodness it's Friday. Look, my nipples are pointy. That means it's Friday. It's a great day because it's Friday, but it's not a great day for Flava Flav, the hip-hop. Did you hear about this?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. His restaurant in Michigan was closed down because they were late paying the rent. And I'm like, come on, Flav, you got no excuse for being late. You got a giant clog around your neck.
Yeah.
What time is it? Rent time? I was just making fun of him because he had a clock around his neck.
Yeah, the big clock. Yeah.
Have you ever heard a big clock around your neck? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's right, yeah. Hey, it's, oh, you know what I'm excited about today? I'm like this inside. Like, the feeling in my pants is like this. Like, if you were to put your hand in my pants, this is what you would feel. From my pants. Because, you know, World War Z, the big zombie movie, it's out today. I'm very excited about this. It's, yes! The trailer looks very scary. You see hordes of bodies climbing over each other. It's like Black Friday at the mall. And Brad Pitt plays a man fighting against a terrifying gang of mindless creatures that keep coming at him day and night, no matter what. He trained for the role by having 6 children!
Yeah.
See what I did?
Yeah, yeah.
I've got kids.
Yeah.
See, that's why I said that.
Yeah.
But children don't eat brains.
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They probably would if you just gave it to them.
Yeah.
They'd be like, mean, zombies eat brains, but if you gave a child brains to eat and you didn't tell them, they'd be like... By the way, that's baby Jay Leno. Did you see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Is that brains? Is that brains? Yeah, you want some brains? It's pretty tasty. Brains. What I'm saying is zombies eat brains, which means if the zombie apocalypse actually occurred, the only survivors would be idiots who watch shows whose political affiliation you don't agree with. I gotta admit, last week I got a little bit freaked out by the possibility of the zombie apocalypse. I even wrote an email to President Obama about it. Well, the email was actually to Jeff, but I'm assuming President Obama read it. See what I'm saying? World War Z, it's got the fast zombies in it. Because back in the day, the zombies were slow. They were like, the mummy, they were like... like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Can you do an impersonation of it? Right, yeah. Wait, I suppose you are technically a zombie.
Yeah, to a degree. To a degree.
Do you eat brains?
No. Don't prefer brains. I like caviar.
Caviar?
Yeah, man. I've gone to Hollywood, man. I'm a jackass.
I prefer caviar.
Yeah.
Not me, man. I eat brains. I'm like, brains. And you're like, caviar. No, there used to be zombies were like, then the movie 28 Days Later came in, the game changed, the fast zombies, which I think is unfair. Like, you can't have zombies and then make them fast. That's like if you get Dracula and he suddenly has a machine gun. That doesn't make sense. No, it's like, say hello to my little friend.
Yeah.
Al Pacino as Dracula, that would be awesome.
I like that.
Hoo-ha!
Yeah.
So we've got Italian Al Pacino Dracula.
Yeah.
What's a come and a go? Hoo-ha!
I'd watch it.
Me too. And that's the kind of mashup I'm looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Are you looking for a mashup?
Yeah, I am, after the show.
Anyway, thankfully, zombies don't really exist. They're fictional creatures like vampires or werewolves or the mythical hairless Kardashian. It doesn't really exist. Zombies are everywhere, though, these days. They get the Walking Dead show. Yeah, So You Think You Can Zombie.
Here comes Zombie Boo Boo.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
The Real Housewives of the Apocalypse.
What's the other one? Duck Dynasty?
Duck Dynasty, yeah.
Pretty scary.
World War Z, that's what I'm talking about. It took a long time to film. It had to undergo a couple of rounds of reshoots to improve the ending. That's Hollywood speak for ruh-oh. And the reshoots didn't come cheap. All the CGI had to be redone because in the original version, instead of zombies, it was cats. But that was too scary for everybody. Like, Dracula cat zombies. That's what it originally was. Dracula cat zombies played by Al Pacino.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, say hello to my little friend. Anyway, I'm sad that they reshot the ending of World War Z because I originally had a cameo in the movie. At the end of the movie, I played the sassy janitor who survives the final battle and sees all the dead bodies and says, I ain't cleaning up this bitch, I ain't cleaning it up.
Yeah.
I know. You may well applaud, but you won't see it in the movie. And why? Because they wanted their movie to be good.
Ridiculous.
Jerks. You know the thing about World War Z is that it was filmed, at least partially, in my hometown of Glasgow in Scotland. And so when I'm looking at the trailer, I'm like, oh, what? Because, I mean, it's meant to be Philadelphia, but it's Glasgow in Scotland. So I think that's a mistake. When you put zombies in the middle of Glasgow, they look great. Like, the zombies are like, and people are like, oh, look at you. Look at you with your fancy open sores. I suppose you'd like some brains, is it?
Oh, with your legs ratting away. And
yeah. Oh, look at you with your fancy walk and your arms out pointing in front. You think you're better than me, but you're not better than me. You're rubbish. Zombies don't like it when you do that to
No,
them.
they don't. No, they don't.
You're rubbish. You think you're great, but you're not great. What was that thing I said about Billy Joel if he had been from Glasgow? Bottle of red, bottle of white. You think you're great, but you're... It's a Scottish word, man! You're a racist. He is a racist.
Racist, man. You're racist.
You're a racist,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You're a racist. He's oppressing me.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's
you
bringing it
are.
down, man. He's bringing
You're oppressing me. I'm trying to express myself from my own indigenous culture, and you're like, no. That's a rude word. I'm like, really? What else is a rude word? Other rude words? What's up, man? You going to see the zombie movie? Both of you? You want to do the thing?
Yeah, sure, man.
All right.
Tonight's program is brought to you by an all-new zombie lineup, I'm a Corpse, Get Me Out of Here, and Project Runaway.
And see, the thing is, last night, welcome back, everybody. Last night, we had this thing that every time I said, fashion, then, but we said, that it sounded like the music that they play at sports events when they give out the T-shirt gun.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we got the T-shirt gun going. Do you want a T-shirt?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. All right, you ready? No. Don't wiggle your fingers at me, man. Right. Wait. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, look, I'll send more of these out throughout the show, but this is pretty much our budget for the year. And, of course, the beautiful presentation dish. I like this, though. We could adapt this into some kind of sex toy.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah. Would you like that, Tiny Drew Carey? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I would love it. I love... Can you do Drew Carey?
Yeah, I would love it. Yeah, great. Yeah,
All right.
Sounds like baby Jay Leno.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, just gotta have some brains. I just have some brains.
Yeah.
You guys want some brains?
Yeah, you can play with the toy, and 8 months later, I'll take it back.
No, stop that!
Come on, man. Come on.
Knock it off.
Cut that out.
Old news, man.
Stop.
Get a new tune.
Stop.
Get a new
Stop
tune.
it, man.
What time is it, Jeffrey Pearson?
It's tweet mail time. Time to take advice from a man who wears glasses on his penis.
I don't. A monocle, however. I used to wear a monocle on my penis, but it made it look like a Nazi, so I took it off.
Let it go, man.
Let it go. All right. This is from Lola in New York City. You ever been there?
Sure, we went together, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were in that hotel. What was it called?
Yeah, the one we can't.
Yeah, that's right. Hi, Craig and Jeff. If you could take one thing back, you did back, what would it be? Oh, I know mine. What would yours be?
Dying.
Yep. What would yours be if you had to take something back? Your years of cocaine abuse?
Yep.
It amazes me you say that because you still do cocaine, though. That's the thing. You still do cocaine, but you regret it. No, you don't regret it, but you would take it back if you could. No. Yes, you would. This is like the conversation we had with salsa. You remember that thing we had? Yeah. We had a conversation. Do you like salsa? No. But if you do, you do like salsa. No, you don't. But if you do take salsa, it's got to be hot. Yeah, I don't understand it. Right? This is from Juan in New York City. He says, "Hello, Craig and Jeff. Do you still believe in magic?" Of course. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe?
Oh, hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There you are then. What's that thing when you go? It's when you go and see the shows of Peter Pan and he's going to fly, but he can't fly unless the children believe in magic. Do you know that?
Yeah, you gotta clap your hands. Or
yeah,
something.
you clap your hands and believe in fairies or something.
Yeah. Oh, I do that all the time.
I know you do. Yeah. This is from Carrie in Maryland, who says, "Craig, have you ever heard the word cattywampus? It means slightly askew. For example, Secretariat's head is a bit cattywampus." I've never had cattywampus.
Cattywampus, that was the great dancer of our time.
Oh, yeah. Now, who danced with cattywampus? Wasn't it the old June Buffet? Yeah.
Jean Atalia.
Jean Atalia, yeah.
Oh, man.
Jean Atalia. Yeah, it's like last night's show all over again, isn't it? This is from Maggie in Green Bay, Wisconsin. That's a place that they've got things. Hi, Craig, Jeff, and Secretariat. My youngest son is 7, and he wants to ride Secretariat for his birthday. What do you say? I say a 7-year-old should not be watching the show! What's wrong with you? There's rude things happening. Jeff says rude things all the time. I try and say rude things, but I get oppressed by that racist over there.
Racist.
This is from Daniel in State College in America, who says, Dear Craig and Jeff, do you ever just crave a giant bag of potato chips?
Yeah, man.
This is from Larry in Manayunk in America. Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Manayunk.
Manayunk.
Manayunk?
Manayunk. It was one of the great...
Manayunk. I thought it was Manayunk, like...
Manayunk.
Manayunk in your pants.
Man.
I'm getting a little tired.
Yeah, man. That was...
Yo, Craig and Jeff. Yo, what's up? Want to come to Philly for the big Wawa 4th of July concert? I mean, I want to go, but you know, I have to go over there. This is from Diogo in Coimbra in Portugal.
Ooh, Diogo.
Fala Portuguese?
Cattywampus.
Dear Craig, Jeff, and Secretariat, why is it you have 2 chairs but none of your guests stick around? Look. We get this question a lot, so let me answer it for you. This may surprise you, but I didn't design any of this. These chairs are nothing to do with me. I didn't build this desk. They put 2 chairs in because it's a late-night convention. They also have other late-night conventions, like a band, but we don't have one of those because that costs more than 2 chairs. We've got an area for a band, but we can't afford an actual band. Wait a minute, if Tiny Drew Carey is here, what's in the band area? Let's take a look. That's a little creepy. Let me see that again. Is that yours, man?
All this time and the monkey was here.
Suddenly this basement just got a little creepier. Well, let's all relax. Take a seat. No, whoa, 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 whoa. say when the music starts. Okay, start the music. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back. Guest tonight is an Oscar-nominated actress. That's how you get an Oscar in this town.
Oh, yeah.
Her new film, White House Down, is in theaters June the 28th. Take a look at this. Maggie Gyllenhaal, everybody. Maggie Gyllenhaal. Maggie, you look wonderful. You look terribly elegant and beautiful and effortlessly chic.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Really? Have you spent a lot of time in France in the world of fashion? Hey, too little, too late, buddy. We were doing this thing. Our faces got a little close there. I got a fright. Did you see that? You were like adjusting in your seat and your face came close and I went like that. I went, oh, we're going to make out. And we didn't, and the moment passed.
And it scared you? It frightened you?
It scared me a little bit because I was like, where am I going? What's happening with us?
I'll keep myself right over here.
No, you help yourself to anything I've got. But the movie looks like a real thrill ride. That's Channing Tatum in there.
Yep. It's true.
I met him, you know.
Was he here?
No, but he's coming here actually for this next week. Yeah, but I met him in New Orleans.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a bar
New
there.
Orleans.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I don't know what it's like to be there with Channing Tatum, but...
It's okay, you know. You find yourself kind of disappearing into the background a little bit.
I know, I'm sure that would be my experience.
But it's, when you're in New Orleans, you don't flash your boobies around at people, do you, or anything?
I haven't yet. I've never been there for, Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras? No, I went there for the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras was at the same time. I loved it, though.
I went for Jazz Fest.
Oh.
I mean, Peter, my husband, was making a movie there.
Right.
So I was just hanging out, and the whole time was Jazz Fest, and it was amazing.
It's really an amazing place. I got 2 tattoos when I was there. I was only there for a week.
Did you really? Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah, I have 5. Yeah, do you have any?
No, I have none. My mother has a tattoo that she got a couple of years ago.
Where?
I wonder if I should say. I won't say, but she's newly divorced and getting tattooed.
Yes, that happens.
That guy's nodding.
That's a very wise horse. He's been through some very difficult relationships.
I see with the blue eyeshadow.
Yeah. That's tattoos. My Aunt Susan has her eyeliner tattooed on her eyes.
There's a woman at the airport, every time I fly to London, she checks me in and she's got eyeliner tattooed all over her face.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my Aunt Susan. She doesn't work there.
Okay.
Are you saying my Aunt Susan works at the airport?
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, you just implied it.
But she really tattooed her face. I don't know. I mean, I feel like my makeup, I wear very little makeup usually. Now I'm wearing a lot, but I'd like to be able to change it. Isn't that the idea?
Well, I think it's just in there. She doesn't have it all done. It's just like a little bit under there. Yeah. She's like, oh, I've got a tattoo too, when I told her that I got a tattoo. I think it would be kind of amazing to, well, I had this one idea for a tattoo, actually. I mean, it's bold. But when I got married, I thought, and I didn't do it, that on like the small of my back, I wanted to girls never get tattoos there. No, why would you think that? I wanted to do kind of big, like in like that cursive writing, Mrs. Sarsgaard. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But
freaked my
probably
husband out.
knows, though. And
That's for everybody else to know.
well, do you know what I wanted to have on my back was a fox hunt tableau.
How about like those things that people have on their curtains of like people, you know, from like the 16th century?
Yes, yeah.
Or like little Bo Peep people with big...
Yeah, like some kind of toile.
A toile.
Yeah. Well, what about a fox hunt tableau where the hounds are chasing the fox and the tail is disappearing in your butt cheeks? I'm still thinking it's worth it getting it done. Yeah,
Go for
it's
it.
just trying to find the artist who'll do the foxtail. But I liked New Orleans because I felt it was a very magical place.
So do I.
I felt that the veil between here and the hereafter was very thin.
Yeah, it's not totally America.
It's not totally Earth, I don't think.
I know what you mean, and I did not party hard when I was there.
No, I didn't at all. I don't.
partied a little bit,
Right.
but I had a little kid, and I mean, it was probably the wildest I'd been in a long time.
Right.
But even so, like even if I wasn't on Bourbon Street like drinking all night long.
No, none of that. No, I'm talking about down on Frenchman. Did you go down there?
Where all the music
All the music
actually
is,
happening.
yeah. And there's a great tattoo parlor there if you want your tattoo done. Electric Ladyland. Yeah, it's.
I'm not sold yet on the tattoo.
Oh, come on.
But I did love New Orleans.
Yeah, me too. I think I might like to go there and just live there quietly.
I don't think you can live there quietly.
No, I could live there quietly in, you know, in a corner somewhere. And just watch the folks go by. I'd be a hobo, you know, I'd have a beard and stuff.
I couldn't live there. I couldn't live there, but I'd like to go back there.
All right, that seems fair. Where do you live, New York?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you might be Brooklyn. Everyone goes to Brooklyn now. Why is that?
Well, I mean, at first I moved to Brooklyn because it was cheaper.
Yeah, the prices, I guess, yeah. And also Trump's not in Brooklyn. That must be a big plus.
I never felt his presence very strongly when I lived in Manhattan, but actually I lived in Brooklyn in college, and I told myself I would never go back after I got back
Really?
to the city. Yes, I'll never go back to Brooklyn. And now, you know, I like Brooklyn.
Yeah. You've made me like it now.
I'm not sure it's where I'm going to end up.
Well, where do you think you're going to end up?
That is the
Countryside?
problem. I don't know. I'd love to live in the countryside. I'd love to live in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to. I mean, I have all these fantasies, but like the reality is, I live in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Hey, what age are your kids?
14 months and 6 3/4.
Yeah, you ain't going anywhere.
Actually, my 6-year-old is here in the dressing room with me.
What are you saying no for? You never met the kid. He could be evil.
She's not evil.
Oh, sorry. She watching now? What's her name?
Ramona.
Hello, Ramona. I'm just talking to your mom. We'll be a few more minutes, and then you can get out of here.
That's exactly what it's like for her. I mean, that's the truth. She came with me. She's never come with me before to one of these before, and I think that is what she's thinking.
Yeah,
We'll just chat for a
do
minute.
that, and then well, that's what it is. She's not wrong.
She's not.
No, that's pretty much what we do. We do have to show some commercials. I started talking like that just all of a sudden.
No, but it's unusual, actually, to be honest, to come on a talk show like this and sort of just talk.
Yeah, no.
It is. It feels like I'm like doing it wrong. I mean, usually there's a...
No, I'm doing it wrong. You're doing great. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with Maggie Gyllenhaal, everybody. Yes, I am, actually. Right. Welcome back, everybody. I was just talking to Maggie about Emma Thompson. His name came up. Why did that come up?
She told me she loved you. That she thought you were great, and I really trust her.
I don't know if I would trust her, Maggie. I'm just trying to add an air of intrigue. I would
No,
trust
now
her.
it seems more like a talk show again.
Yeah,
I do,
really?
I trust
Yeah.
her. I do.
Oh no, here's how I'll make it a talk show. You ready?
Okay.
So I heard you just bought a house.
It's funny. funny you should say that.
Did you really just buy a house?
No,
oh,
I was
great.
gonna do
That's good. That's what they always, I heard you just bought a house, and then they always, what's the other thing they say? You guys, when on the set, do you all play pranks on each other? Yeah.
Yeah, they do say that.
Yeah. It's like, I hated that when I was an actor, and they would say, could you play pranks on each other? I go, no, it's my job. You don't go into your job and go, woohoo, whoopee cushion under the boss's seat.
No, it's funny because it always makes me feel like I'm really boring at work.
You're not.
No, but I mean, they say, did you play pranks on each other? Like, no, not really.
No, we get up in the morning, we do our job, we go home, yeah.
Well, Jamie Foxx, actually,
Yeah, but Jamie Foxx is crazy, though.
I love Jamie Foxx.
He's very nice. He was here for Django Unchained, and what a lovely gent he was.
What a good movie.
Quentin, though. Quentin doesn't make bad movies, in my opinion.
I totally agree.
He's awesome.
I love
an American
Tarantino.
genius.
Honestly, Quentin Tarantino could ask me to do anything in a movie, and I would do it.
I would do anything in a movie or not in a movie.
I can't stand with you there.
No, really? All right, fair enough. But I do like Quentin very much indeed.
Oh, and his movies are amazing.
I know. Did you see *Inglourious Bastards*?
I saw all of them.
Oh, man, I love that one.
Me too.
Well, I mean, what could be bad about a movie? It's like it's a bunch of guys, and all they do for the movie is kill Nazis. I'm like, this is a great idea.
My friend told me it was Jewish porn.
Yeah, well, a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I loved it, though. He's so good. And when he's here, he's so open and generous.
Well, you know what, actually, I think about him is, you know, when you're younger and maybe you kind of like the things your parents like or like the things your friends like or however it goes. I remember seeing Reservoir Dogs, and that was like one of the first movies I saw that I liked because I liked it. You know, it was my taste.
It's a pretty rough movie,
I
though.
love
Yeah.
I was like 14 or something.
Yeah, you're just right in the demographic for it right there. It's funny because my oldest boy is 12, and he's just on the edge of starting to discover those types of movies, and I'm kind of like, wonder how that's going to go. Probably all right, I hope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
12 is young. Still kind of...
Well, don't let him watch Reservoir Dogs yet, you know, but
not Reservoir.
he's watching SpongeBob and stuff, you know. So you've got a very young one, right? Have you done, is it Teletubbies or Yo Gabba Gabba?
She watches some of the stuff her sister watches. With her sister, though, she's gotten like 3/4 of the way through a lot of movies that sort of get too dark at the end.
All right, yeah.
Like West Side Story.
And Platoon.
Yeah, there are sections of Reservoir Dogs that are good for her.
Oh yeah, just little bits. Yeah, the bit when they're in the diner. Yeah. That's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I could talk to you all night, but that doesn't work for TV.
It sort of seems like it would with you, you know?
Yeah, it would, but you know, CBS were like, oh, we got to sell stuff.
What should we sell?
I don't know. What are you selling tonight? What are you selling tonight, Skippy? What are you selling? Yeah. Boner pills? Yeah. Probably.
They told me, actually, because they did ask me, to think of some stories and stuff to talk about with you, and then they told me that you would tear up your card and wouldn't talk to me about any of them. But one of them was about this house that I did rent, and I got it from Airbnb, and they said you can't say Airbnb on TV. So I thought, well, I'm going to come on and say
Uh-oh. Well, now you're screwed. You'll be fired from show business.
Oh, you know what else I really like to say? Can I do this, actually?
Yeah.
I like to say free Pussy Riot.
No?
We got it.
Oh, yeah, it's Free Pussy Riot. Maggie Gyllenhaal, we'll be right back. My next guest is a very funny comedian. Did you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
It's like a movie phone guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very funny comedian. If you know the name of the comedian you'd like to see, press 1. He's at the Improv in Hollywood, California on July the 2nd. Please welcome Matt Goldich, everybody. Matt Goldich.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to be here. I'm a married man. I got married a few years ago, and I remember a couple months before my wedding, my now wife, then fiance, woke up one morning, and she said, "Oh, Matt, I had a dream about you. I had a dream that it was the day before our wedding, and you were murdered by a serial killer. Yeah. Yeah. And I said, you know, in the future, I would prefer if you would refer to those as nightmares. Just so we're clear where you stand on the whole issue of me being murdered by a serial killer the day before our wedding. Or at the very least, how about bad dream? Just throw the word bad in there. It seems like that wouldn't be that hard. It's just one extra syllable. My wife says a lot of things. I don't know how to interpret them. They're kind of ambiguous. Like one morning, I woke up and we just started fooling around first thing in bed. And she just goes, whoa, it's like some hot guy just showed up in my bedroom. Yeah. It's like that. It's like that. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad it's as if you're turned on right now. That's very exciting for me. Thank you for putting it that way. My wife and I were having lunch at a restaurant not too long ago, and this actually happened. The waitress came up to us and she said, can I get you ladies anything? So, yeah. Still got it, you guys. Still got it. I'm not dead yet. I'm just a lesbian, apparently, I guess. My wife is still friends with a lot of people she went to high school with, which I always find strange. I don't really talk to very many people from high school. I would say most of those people I've not spoken to since, I don't know, elementary school. Like, that was probably the last time I had a serious conversation. I'm getting older. That's part of it. I'm 33. I feel like I'm about 53. And there's certain things, you know, you're starting to get old when you hear yourself say things like, you know, I had an apple the other day that was just fantastic. Like, only an old person would, a young person would never say that. Once you start to wax nostalgic about fruit from the past, you should just check yourself into a home at that point, I think. Yeah. There's a lot of very important issues out there that nobody talks about or thinks about, really. Did you guys know that every year 400 Jewish men die trying to remove a sweater while walking down a flight of stairs? That's a true statistic. It's not even including sweatshirts. And, you know, you won't hear President Obama mention that in any of his speeches. But anyway, I moved to Los Angeles a couple years ago. I had to buy a car. I'd never owned a car before. And I go to the salesman. He's trying to tell me all about the engine of the car. And you could tell by looking at me, I'm not the kind of guy who knows a lot about how the engine works. I'm the kind of guy who falls down the stairs trying to remove a sweater. But so he goes, you know, only two cars have this engine. It's this and the Porsche 911. And it's like, oh my God, what a coincidence that the other car, the only other car that has this engine, just happens to be a really expensive sports car, you know? It does make you wonder what happens if you go to the Porsche dealership. If they're like, you know, only two cars have this engine. It's this and the Hyundai Accent. I don't know why we gave them the technology. Seems like we should have held on to that one for ourselves. Could have sold a few more Porsches. Yeah. All right, you guys, thank you very much. Enjoy.